Reminiscence is a new Hugh Jackman, Rebecca Ferguson movie. Let's review it. Reminiscence stars Hugh Jackman, Rebecca Ferguson, Thandie Newton, and is directed by Lisa Joy. What's up, guys? Reminiscence is a brand new movie, big budget, Warner Brothers. Hugh Jackman, Rebecca Ferguson, spare no expense, right? And it looks like $1 million, $1 billion, whatever. It looks huge, and it's got a sci-fi element to it. You know, set in the future, in this dystopian landscape of Miami, where this section of it is just overrun by water. So I was excited when I saw the trailer for this. I was looking forward to checking it out. But first, before we dig deep, I'm also reviewing this with my good friend Rachel from Rachel's Reviews. I've done a couple of collab reviews with her in the past for Watching the Woods, and she happened to be seeing this on the same night that I'm seeing it. So we thought, hey, we'll promote each other's channels while we're doing it, right? So that's what we're doing. So I'll put a card here for her review once hers eventually lands, because we're not releasing these at the exact same time, but they should be pretty close. Definitely check out her review after mine. I have no idea what she thought of this movie. I just got out of it. I just drove back from Orlando. But I will say I enjoyed the experience. Very nice theater. Even had my freaking name on the seat, which was pretty damn cool. That's the first time that's ever happened. So going into this, know that it was an honor to be able to go see this movie early, all right? I don't take that for granted whatsoever, but I'm gonna give you my honest thoughts on this movie, okay? So anyway, here we go. So first, let's give you a quick plot synopsis. Hugh Jackman plays Nick Bannister. He's like this private investigator of the mind. He used to be like a soldier, but they have this like side business that's not making that much money, where they can basically give you access to your memories, because especially this day and age, we're all nostalgic, right? And we all kind of thrive on our memories. We always think back to these great moments that kind of define us sometimes, or they could be just like trivial moments that make us happy, whatever. But I mean, this is an irresistible business, right? Like, you would probably pay to go back and like really live that moment, not just remember it. That's what this is. And to me, the idea of it, the premise of it, drew me in. I'd probably do that, right? Wouldn't you? So along comes this client by the name of May, played by Rebecca Ferguson. Nick is just drawn to her, you know? Of course she's beautiful, but they strike up this like romance with each other, and then all of a sudden she goes missing. It's like somebody is ripped from your life at the height of when you are the most passionate with each other, you know, in every way. And that's what this movie's about. And you get to see Nick lose his mind throughout this movie, trying to figure out what the hell happened to her, you know, and he's like picking up all these breadcrumbs. He's got this partner played by Thandie Newton, who's trying to really, I guess, be a level head for him and say, hey, you're obsessed with this, back off from it, because it's dragging you down. Let's get you back to your life. So anyway, let's get to what I liked and what I disliked about this movie. I'll start out with what I liked, and that is Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman he's taking a role in a movie that's pretty bland and doing the best he can with it. And if you didn't have Hugh Jackman in this movie, then you would really be dying, because the guy's a gift, you know, to be able to pull out a performance like he does in this movie. It's just a testament to how great of an actor he is today. I think he's one of the finest actors working today, and he can do it all. He can do action. He can do drama. He can do everything. You know, I mean, look no further than his performance in Prisoners. Wow. I mean, that is one of the greatest performances I've ever seen from an actor. It's amazing. And he definitely pulls out some of that in this movie. You know, like I said, giving it his all. Rebecca Ferguson, one of my favorite actresses working today. Loved her in Dr. Sleep and so many things she's been in. And you can see why he's drawn to her. But unfortunately, those are the only things I really liked about this movie. And if I'm being honest, Rebecca Ferguson, yes, she does the best she can with this role, but there's really nothing to grab onto. My biggest problem with this movie has got to be the bad guys in this movie, who are extremely one-dimensional. You got Cliff Curtis, who has definitely made a name for himself these days. But, I mean, even his name is kind of laughable. His name is, I think it's like Cypher Bloom or something like that. Like, I'm looking it up on like IMDb and the cast and everything, just to see if I stated his name right. They don't even put his character's name on there. That's how bad it is. I don't know. I think it's Cypher Bloom or something like that. But as soon as they said his name, I started laughing. It sounds like one of those cheap crime detective novels, you know? But he's trying to pull off like a De Niro type of performance throughout this, and it's just not working. And maybe it's just because the character is kind of generic. So it's sad because Cliff Curtis is a great actor, actually. I mean, look at him in Training Day, and there's your proof. He's amazing in Training Day. And I think this is just a testament that you can have the best actors in the world, but if you have a really bland, convoluted, we haven't even gotten into the actual story yet, convoluted plot, then there's no acting that's going to save your movie. And that's the problem with this is, it's a great idea to be able to go back and look at your memories and form some kind of mystery around that. But the story really just gets away from itself. I think they spend way too much time trying to explain the tech and how this all works and how it ties into this mystery of where this character May is. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of different little, I guess, side characters, subplots going on in this movie. But they don't really focus on any one of them for too long. You know, it's like Hugh Jackman's character is bouncing from character to character to character, and they're all extremely one-dimensional. And it seems like they're trying to throw this twist in at the end of the movie that just doesn't really land. And honestly, thinking about how the business works, and a lot of times you'll have an actor doing, like a 3-picture deal. And sometimes that third movie is the one that they didn't really want to do, but they do it anyway. I don't know if that's what happened, but that's what it feels like. It feels like this is like the throwaway script that maybe Rebecca Ferguson or Hugh Jackman, they kind of got stuck with. And it's a shame because both of those actors have done work that is just jaw-droppingly insane. Great stuff out there, you know? I think this is a movie that's going to be forgotten almost as quickly as it comes on the scene. It's on HBO Max, so you can definitely check it out on HBO Max when it comes along. And hey, maybe I missed the mark here. Maybe there's something about this movie that's going to grab everybody, but for me, it just felt way too melodramatic. And the thing about drama is you have to have very rich characters. That's another thing too, is like this relationship between May and Nick in this movie. It felt like it was just thrown together way too quickly. And we're thrust into the mystery portion of it way too soon before we can actually take a breath and get invested in these two characters and their romance and their relationship, you know? By the time that's going on, I'm like, wait, I don't care yet. So unfortunately, guys, I got to give this a 2 hours lost. You know, it's a shame. Like I said, I loved the opportunity to go watch this early. Beautiful theater, very friendly people, but I'm calling a spade a spade. It's not a good movie. So anyway, guys, that's my review. Be sure to check out Rachel's review on this movie. Maybe she loved it. I'm hoping she did, okay? And let me know down in the comments. Also, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks where we talk horror all day and every day. And on Fridays, we do Free for Fridays. Follow my Drumdums on all my socials. Support me on Patreon. Buy me a coffee. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. And Drumdum out.